Hi, my name is Dan Libman. I have one book. It's a short story collection called Married But Looking, Livingston Press. And well, the other thing you should know about me is that I very recently burned the tip of my nose. You see that right here? That's from sniffing the bottom of a copper skillet, which I took off the fire, and I was trying to figure out where a bad smell was coming from, and so that explains that. Oh, that's my dog, Sophie, and that's my wife's hand. And that's my wife. Anyway, the first bad review that I got was the first thing that I ever saw written about my book at all. It was in Goodreads. It's not good reviews, Goodreads, and it was a 1-star review. 2 words was the entirety of it. Heteronormative codswallop. That was the entire review. And it makes sense that it was just 2 words long because the review was published before the book came out. It was before even the review copies were printed. So I guess he was entirely basing it on the title of the book, which was three words long. So that makes sense. The other negative review that I got, which stung me, was published a little while later. I actually read it. Google alerts kind of chimed me that that something had been published just as the UPS car was pulling up with my book on it, and so I was reading it, and the headline is, "Mr. Libman has created literary quicksand, and his stories are sinking." It's a 2-sentence title, 2-sentence headline. Anyway, the review goes on. "Remember in the 6th grade being forced to write a report on Silas Marner and how you'd much rather be outdoors on a beautiful day playing with friends? Daniel Libman's Married But Looking brings those wistful memories flooding back. Here we have 15 stories of people behaving badly. Unfortunately, they're not being so bad that they'd end up on the 11 o'clock news, which if they were, might make for more dynamic stories. No, these are simple misdemeanor level, shabby mistreatments of others. And most of the miscreants are men. Making matters worse, few of the stories arrive at conclusions. There are a few sentences that merit quoting here, neither bad nor exciting, and even though few approach the poetic, these gems are blah, 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 blah." Anyway, it ends with this kind of winner, I think. "It's difficult to appreciate fiction that offers no characters deserving of empathy or sympathy. Not that every reader is perfect," whatever that means. "In choosing to write about marginal losers, largely inconsiderate people with character flaws, inflated egos, and twisted morals, Mr. Libman has created literary quicksand, and his stories are sinking." That was so good, he used it twice. Anyway, yeah, I did some research on the writer of that review, and it turns out he's a Mini Cooper enthusiast, and he is also working on his first novel. So I'd like to thank him for taking time out of his busy working on his first novel schedule to write about me, and for pausing a moment in his enthusiasm for Mini Coopers to be unenthusiastic about me. And I'd also like to thank Carrie Cohen for including me in this fun project. And thank you for watching.